شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتو یې پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا کور دا د باتورانو.
Good evening. Today is Saturday, May 31, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash and you're watching English News Bulletin from RTA News. Let's dive into today's news updates from the country and beyond. India ends emergency visas for Afghans, launches new six-category visa system. The Indian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has stopped issuing emergency visas to Afghan nationals and introduced a new visa system covering 6 categories, including medical, business, educational, and UN diplomatic visas to better regulate Afghan visa applications. Here is the rest of the story.
The spokesperson for the Indian Foreign Ministry, Randir Jaiswal, announced that India has discontinued the emergency visa scheme for Afghan nationals and replaced it with a new structured visa system. In a media interview, Mr. Jaiswal stated that the new system, which became operational on April 29, offers visa services across 6 categories.
We have a new visa module for Afghan nationals, which came into effect on 29th April, so last month, 29th April. The all Afghan nationals can now apply for Indian visas in 6 categories, and they are medical visa, medical attendant visa, business visa, entry visa, student visa, and UN diplomatic visa.
Meanwhile, several Afghans have welcomed India's decision, stating that the new visa system could help address many of the challenges faced by Afghan nationals.
Previously, traders faced difficulties trading between India and Afghanistan. We're proud that India has now reopened visas for Afghan people. We hope that our past relations will be restored and that in the future we can have better and stronger relations between Indian and Afghan traders.
India's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has also stated that the new visa system has the potential to further strengthen bilateral relations between India and Afghanistan.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirate has welcomed the Pakistani government's decision to upgrade its diplomatic mission in Kabul to a level of an ambassador. In an official statement, the ministry expressed its appreciation for this step, considering it a positive development in strengthening bilateral relations between the two neighboring countries. The ministry also announced that in a spirit of reciprocity, the Islamic Emirate will elevate the status of the charge d'affaires at the Afghan embassy in Islamabad to the rank of ambassador. The Minister of Refugees and Repatriations, Maulavi Abdul Kabir, met with Deputy Minister of Public Health, Maulavi Abdul Wali Haqqani, to discuss health care services for Afghans returning from neighboring countries. Mr. Haqqani outlined the provision of essential health services at the key border points, including Torkham, Spin Boldag, Islam Qala, Nimroz, and Bahramcha, and noted that the refugees camps are being equipped in line with existing planes supported by partner organizations. Maulavi Abdul Kabir highlighted the importance of the newly established High Commission for Refugees and commended the efforts of the involved agencies. He emphasized that supporting returnees is a core responsibility of the Islamic Emirate and confirmed that the repatriation process has been effectively managed so far. During his visit to Kazakhstan, the Minister of Industry and Commerce met with the President of the country and discussed strengthening relations in the political and economic spheres, including Kazakhstan's investment in Afghanistan. Economic analysts believe that the Minister of Industry and Commerce's meeting with Kazakh officials at a high level can strengthen economic and trade relations between Kabul and Astana. Here is the rest of the story.
The Minister of Industry and Commerce, who led a delegation to Kazakhstan, met with the President of Kazakhstan during his visit. During the meeting, discussions were held on increasing the trade volume between the two countries to $3 billion. Kazakhstan investments of $500 million in the Herat-Turgundi iron ore project and ways to strengthen political and economic relations between Afghanistan and Kazakhstan.
Mr. Azizi welcomed Kazakhstan's 500 million investment in the Turgundi Railway and its humanitarian aid and policies regarding Afghanistan, and considered this investment important for job creation in Afghanistan.
Furthermore, economic analysts say that strengthening economic and trade relations between Kazakhstan and Afghanistan can pave the way for major projects in the region, such as railways and oil extraction, and will accelerate Afghanistan exports to Kazakh markets.
These meetings aim to advance key national projects like the railway and oil sector, and to create marketing opportunities for Afghan products in Kazakhstan. They also offer investment and trade prospects that can boost job creation and support regional stability.
It's worth noting that during this meeting, it was also agreed that the Kazakh foreign minister would visit Kabul to further strengthen political and economic relations between Kabul and Astana.
Higher Education Minister visits Kabul Polytechnic University. Minister of Higher Education Maulavi Nida Muhammad Nadim paid a visit to Kabul Polytechnic University, where he held an extraordinary meeting with university officials and faculty deans. He praised the university as one of the country's best and historic academic institutions and expressed gratitude to its staff and professors for their dedication. The minister also acknowledged the leadership's commitment to strengthening higher education and emphasized the vital role lecturers play in societal reform and development through research, problem solving, and strategic planning. Afghan ambassador in Doha meets with Qatar Chamber of Commerce officials. Mohammad Sohail Shaheen, the ambassador of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in Doha, met with Ali Bosherbark Al-Mansouri, Director General of the Qatar Chamber of Commerce and Industry. According to the embassy, the two sides discussed enhancing economic and trade cooperation, organizing trade exhibitions, and facilitating joint meetings between Afghan and Qatari businessmen. Both sides also emphasized the importance of investment in Afghanistan and easing business travel between the two countries. And the final one says that 133 development projects launched in Faraz Gulistan district. The Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development has announced the launch of 133 development projects in various villages across the Gulistan district of Farah province. Valued at 183 million Afghanis, the projects include the construction of public and rural roads, retaining walls, culverts, and small dams, and aimed to improving infrastructure and boosting local livelihoods. That's all for tonight. Stay tuned to the latest updates from RTA News. Have a good night.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو